Hi everyone, I'm Alicia Fiorletta, Associate Editor of Retail TouchPoints, and right now I have with me Todd Berner, who's CEO of StepOne. Todd, thanks so much for taking the time out.
Alicia, thanks for having me.
Well, obviously mobile has been such a hot topic in 2012, and as we're transitioning into 2013, I guess the best way to start our conversation is, what role is mobile playing in the retail experience right now?
Well, from my perspective, really, mobile's actually become the language of retail. So when you look at how customers are communicating with retailers, how they're engaging and doing their shopping experience, it's all through mobile. So it's whether it's the mobile technology that the retailer has in their hands or the mobile technology that the customer's bringing into the store, it's actually part of the language.
Right.
And it's key because the shopping customer is actually now defining how they shop,
Right.
which is a radical change from hundreds of years of retailing. And it's exciting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, how are the progressive, really forward-thinking retailers leveraging mobile technology, whether it's smartphones or tablets, to establish that connection with the shopper?
Well, like I said, the shopper is now kind of calling the shots in terms
Right.
of how they want to engage. So first and foremost, the retailer needs to appreciate, how do my customers, my target, how do they want to engage me when they come to buy? So
Right.
whether that's in the store or it's on a handheld. So in some cases, it may just be, we want to use this technology to be as productive as we can in the store, make sure we have all the products that need to be on the shelves. But in other cases, where you want to engage on a much more personal level, you may want to leverage a tablet to help the customer find more product, or find it where it is in the store, or recommend product that perhaps they hadn't thought of before and isn't right there on the shelf. And make that all part of the visit. It'll help drive loyalty, and it'll help change the way the customer actually perceives the retailer in the space. And I think if you're not prepared to talk to that language, you're going to struggle to actually be in business for too long.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of really good points. And you bring up a good point about all the different ways that mobile can be utilized in the store. And you hear people talking about mobile POS, and they think it's just enabling checkout or putting a magstripe reader on a tablet. So this seems like a pretty big misconception that's happening right now.
It is. In fact, when you really think about what's starting to happen with mobile POS, you're starting to wonder if there's actually a definition that hasn't been quite given yet, a term for it. So at first it was this idea that literally goes back to, I was at this show with a demonstration in '98 of mobile POS. And back then the idea was, let's just mobilize the register.
Right.
And we've come to realize this is really a way to engage the customer. This is a different way to shop and to sell to your clients. So it's not just about mobilizing the register, it's about changing the way that you're going to engage the customer, find the products for them, and then actually execute a transaction, and do that in a way that encourages the customer to actually take payment.
Right.
So it's become almost something unto itself that doesn't have a new name yet. But in fact, it's a very unique element of what's going on with store technology.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are countless benefits, I think, to utilizing tablets and smartphones in store. I feel like it adds greater depth to that interaction. But obviously there's a lot of developments happening in the payment world. There's EMV, and obviously maintaining PCI compliance. A lot of trends going on in payments. So what are those challenges that are happening right now for retailers in developing this mobile POS strategy?
Right. So as there's all this enthusiasm to bring the POS transaction to the aisle, there's also a lot of change going on with the standards for actually doing credit and debit payment.
Right.
So, and it can be a confusing world. Even sessions already today at NRF, there's competing opinions about who's got the right way to do payment. But the reality is there are new standards that are in other parts of the world that are coming to the US around EMV and how exactly that's going to work. And to actually participate in credit and debit payments in the future, the retailer's got to actually make that part of their mobile POS solution. And that's something that at StepOne we've actually tried to help them address.
Right. So along with helping them along that journey, what else is StepOne doing in terms of the mobile retail evolution that's sort of happening right now?
So as a software and application provider, we're really looking at where we can drive synergies with particular partners like Zebra, with other handheld manufacturers, to bring not only what they've got on their devices, but wrap the right applications and the right integration capabilities so that we can actually get to the data that's already at the retailer, bring it to the device in a proper way, and then execute a secure payment when all of that's done. And that's going to require both a level of application development as well as a retail integration knowledge that we've gotten over the last 15 years.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure it doesn't help to have all those partners on hand. So, you know, for the next year, for 2013, obviously we're still in the early stages, but what can we expect from StepOne in terms of, you know, confirming your place in the retail world?
Well, we've actually got some really exciting announcements, and one in fact today. So realizing that this relationship and where we want to go strategically lines up so well with Zebra, they actually brought us on and acquired us at the end of the year.
Wow.
So I'm actually running a retail solutions group within Zebra Technologies.
Excellent.
And our focus is around how we can bring a total solution around mobile payment and enable our partners and our customers to wrap the right application set, whether it's through our partnerships or through what we already bring to market. So you'll start to see a whole series of announcements and new solutions coming from Zebra that help address this space. And we're pretty excited to be a part of that.
And you should be, Todd. That's fantastic news.
Yeah.
Great work to the StepOne team, and we'll be on the lookout for all of those announcements and developments within your company. Thank you again so much for taking the time out.
Thanks
Todd, it was a real
again, Alicia, for
pleasure.
having me.
Congratulations again on
Thank
that
you.
great deal. And thanks everyone out there for watching.